The first day of the Tennessee General Assembly special session is complete. Governor Bill Lee called lawmakers back to Nashville to address what he called public safety issues in the wake of the Covenant School shooting. Our Greg Glover was at the state capitol all day.
You may be able just to make out a third flag on the flagpole above the Capitol, much like when the kings and residents in England, when the General Assembly is meeting in Tennessee, they fly their flag as well. But it's late August. That shouldn't be the case. Well, in the heat of summer, the special session got underway on Monday, a session that politicians from either side of the aisle weren't particularly thrilled about. One, because they thought the governor didn't go far enough. The other, because the governor called a meeting in the first place. But the demonstrators on both sides of the gun issue showed up in force on day one. Here's a look back.
I don't believe we should take everyone's guns away, but I think we should have strong background checks, safety, safe storage, that kind of thing.
The gun issue is pretty near the top of any list of hot topics across the country.
What I care about is the First Amendment, but I think the Second Amendment is there to protect all of us from the government wrecking the First Amendment.
And Tennessee is ground zero for the argument this week. But new gun laws are not on Governor Lee's agenda for the special session.
My perspective, my view, is that not enough is being done about gun violence.
State Representative Yusuf Hakeem, a Democrat, proposed two bills that didn't make the cut. One for the gun question to go to voters via referendum. The other to stop sales of AR-15 style weapons.
What we're trying to do is limit the number of guns that we have already in circulation.
I understand there's about 102 bills that's been filed. Whether all of those get heard or not, I don't know, but my constituents tell me that they want me to oppose anything that even resembles a red flag bill.
State Representative Dan Howell, a Republican, says residents of Meigs, Polk, and Bradley counties have made their feelings known.
And I've heard from them overwhelmingly want us to just adjourn and go home because they've read the call. And they feel like that they have communicated to me that there's nothing that couldn't wait until January.
The chants that started outside made it into the Capitol building and greeted especially members of the House as they found their seats. The Senate finished its business in about 20 minutes on day one. It took the other chamber a couple of hours to settle on rules.
If they do anything, I hope it's constitutional. I hope it protects our Fourth, Fifth, and Second Amendments. Some of the things of the bills that have been filed are kind of worrisome.
The issue of gun violence is a safety issue, and there's way too many deaths, and many of those deaths could be preventable.
More than 100 pieces of proposed legislation on the table on the House side. We'll see what they can do over the next 2 days. From the state capitol in the Music City, Greg Glover, Local 3 News.